Good day. Welcome. This is your Daily Med with Lady V. Today's session, we would like to look at Proverbs chapter 30, verses 7 through 9. Proverbs 37 through 9. God, I ask you to do two things for me before I die. Don't let me tell lies, and don't make me too rich or too poor. Give me only enough food for each day. If I have too much, I might deny that I need you, Lord. But if I am poor, I might steal and bring shame to the name of God. And we say, wow. Today, what is it that we can learn from this passage? The writer says the two things required before death is one, that God will show each person from generation one to the next what truth really is by revealing all things that are without eternal meaning, meaning these things are empty or these things may be false. And we see from the book of Romans chapter 1 and 2 that God reveals himself to everyone at some point in time in life. 2. The writer says that God will fill each person from one generation to the next with spiritual food. The food spiritually that is convenient for that person, that will last forever. So what are we seeing? That spiritual food is not the riches of the world, but it is Jesus Christ and his word. We'll also see that material wealth or the lack of it is not even important in the eternal equation of life. We also see to be full materially will cause a person to either deny the Lord or ever question who God is. To be empty materially will cause a person to commit the sin of robbery and cause the name of God to be cursed. To take the name of the Lord or God in vain. And this means that God's name will be treated as if it is empty and meaningless. So the writer says, I don't want to be poor so that I will have to curse God. To curse God means to make God empty of his power, his presence, and his authority over everything in the universe. So as the writer explains in these few verses, we see actually that this was a prayer that the writer had prayed. A short prayer and a prayer to the point. And it is the only prayer that is in the book of Proverbs. This prayer, as we see, contains two petitions. One covering the spiritual aspect of life, and the other covering the physical aspect of life. First, the writer Hagar wanted his life to be worthwhile and honest. He didn't want his life to be wasted and trivial. He didn't want to major in the minors and minor in the majors. And he didn't want to deceive others. Neither did he want even to deceive his very own self. As to the physical, he has to be delivered from the extremes of poverty and riches. He said he would be satisfied with the provision of his daily needs. He was saying, in effect, give me this day my daily bread. He gives reason for wanting to avoid the twin extremes of affluence and that of poverty. He says if he become full, he might become independent, self-sufficient, and thinks he can do without the Lord, and even to deny him by not feeling any great need for the help of God. He might be emboldened to say, who is this God I made provision for myself? That is, who is he that I should look to him for what I need or what I want? Whatever I have, it is the provision from my own hands. But he also sees the peril of poverty would be that he might steal, and then even in stealing will still try to cover it up. He might deny under oath that he has even done this. So today, my friends, we can say or we can pray this very same prayer, that God will help us to be kept from the extremes, not to be too rich, neither to be in a state of poverty, but that God, the provider, who knows our every need, and the one who knows the motive of our hearts, that he will, out of the abundance of his riches through Christ Jesus, provide for us what we need on a daily basis, both spiritual and physical, that which we need even when we are alive, because he says those two things God am required them of you before I die. That means he wants to experience God providing for his need on a daily basis, yet while he is alive. May this prayer be the prayer for our hearts today, especially through this new year 2021. So may God bless you, as this is my prayer and your prayer. Thank you again for watching, and may God bless the USA.